There are mainly 4 reasons why you, or people in general, will not become rich. And because I always say rich depends on the definition, let's take the definition of a survey where the majority of people said that being rich means a net worth over $2 million. Alright, let's dive into it. There is a number 0, which is you just don't want to become rich. Because you researched and you know it takes effort and it also takes a certain amount of risk to get there, to become rich, and you actively decided for yourself that you are optimal where you are now and that it is just not for you. Of course, that's totally fine. If, however, sometimes you ask yourself why some people get rich and others don't, here are the main reasons. Number 1, you think money is bad. Now, it sounds trivial, but most of the time it's not that obvious. Especially when growing up, we hear things like money spoils the character, money is the root of all evil, rich people are bad people, you can only become rich when you do bad things. And I mean, I get it, none of us want to be associated with that. But there are also less extreme versions. For example, if you think that money is a zero-sum game, that you have to take it from someone else to become wealthy yourself, you might think more money leads to more problems. There's even a song about it. It can also be that you work for a company that you don't stand behind 100%. You might even think they're doing unethical things. That can damage your relationship to money tremendously and to yourself. It may be that you hate or speak bad about rich people. Naval Ravikant says in his famous Twitter thread, if you secretly despise wealth, it will elude you. And of course it's not the money or the wealth itself, it's rather us unconsciously or subconsciously manipulate our actions so that we don't become the things that we actually hate or think bad about. And you might also be some of those who say money doesn't make happy or money can't buy happiness. Now, I particularly don't like this one, mainly for 3 reasons. First, it assumes that there is this one specific thing that actually makes us happy. Well, there is not. Life is all about balance. Second, it assumes that happiness is a goal, something you work towards. But it's actually not. It's a state of mind. I personally like to distinguish between happiness and satisfaction. So am I happy? Absolutely yes. Are there still things that I wish to achieve in life? Yes, of course there are. You can be happy and still have some things that you want to work on and want to work towards and want to have. And number 3, it falls under the all or nothing concept. Now, I got this one from Ramit Sethi. He's got a fabulous podcast, link in the video description. And all or nothing here means we deny money altogether because it doesn't make us happy. But I actually would like to acknowledge that money is important and that together with other areas in our life, it can contribute to even more happiness. Anyway, if this video makes you happy, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Thank you. Reason number 2, identity. Now, according to James Clear, who wrote a great book, it's called Atomic Habits, and I also made a video about it, link in the video description, identity conflict is the biggest obstacle in changing habits, therefore also financial behavior habits. For example, if you set the goal of earning 2 million in the next 3 years, but at the same time you identify as a hard worker from the working class because your parents were and their parents were and their parents were, you will probably unconsciously but actively manipulate your own success and find reasons to not achieve that goal because working class and being a millionaire are just not compatible identities. The same goes if you think of yourself as a humble and nice and honest person, and at the same time you think that rich people don't have those character traits, you will not actually want to become rich because you associate it with negative beliefs and emotions. And it might also be that you have very low self-esteem and that you actually think you don't deserve to have a lot of money. Reason number 3, you don't take responsibility of your finances. Now you might think that there is actually nothing to do about money. You get your salary, you spend it. What else? You also might say that no, my partner is responsible for the finances in our family. And it might even be, I'm not good at handling money. All different disguises, but in all of those scenarios, you avoid being responsible for your personal finances. And number 4, you don't know or you don't apply the rules of money. Those basically are to save money from your income. To become rich, we actually need to save. That means to keep a part of our salary to ourselves. Being rich is not about income, it's about what you keep. And that at the same time means to spend less than you actually earn, and to also invest that saved up money so that it can work for you, that it can earn you more money. If you want to start taking action for your personal finances, I have linked a little playlist here to get you started. For more videos like this, consider subscribing, and I hopefully see you in the next video. Bye bye.